And welcome back to another video on the Football Zone and to a weekend review, reviewing the Premier League games from this past week, and starting off with a great day for Newcastle away at Tottenham, a 2-1 win for the team. And yeah, it was Solanke who gave Tottenham a fire, but Anthony Gordon in the 6th minute gave Newcastle a leveller just 2 minutes after, and in the 38th minutes, Isak got the all-important winning goal. And yeah, you'd say on the course of the game, Newcastle probably just about shaded it, really taking advantage of some clinical finishing. But yeah, for Tottenham, another disappointing result, and the pressure is just going to be ramping up on Ange and Levy, etc. Moving on into an absolute thrashing at St Mary's, as Southampton were defeated 5-0 by Brentford, and it was only 1-0 in the 6th minute when Sade scored. They then had a goal to start in the 53rd minute before the floodgates opened, in Bumo with 2, and 2 in stoppage time, 1 for Lewis Potter, 1 for Wissa, sealing the win for Brentford. And yeah, what a performance for Brentford. They've been struggling a bit recently, but this was a really good performance. But for Southampton, yeah, this was just truly pathetic, an embarrassing performance, and yeah, any hope of a turnaround by Ivan Juric seems to be going out the window. Moving on then to Man City 4, West Ham 1, and yeah, Man City in the 10th minute went ahead for a Koufal own goal, then Erling Haaland levelled things up before he scored again in the second half, and Phil Foden made it 4-0, and Fulkirk got a late goal in the 71st minute. So yeah, a dominant win for Man City. I think they are just showing more and more signs of life. So yeah, Manchester City, I think really moving forward, but for West Ham, more concern. Moving on then to Crystal Palace against Chelsea at Selhurst Park, and yeah, it was 1-1. Cole Palmer in the goal in the 14th minute gave them the lead before Mateta in the 82nd minute equalised. And yeah, in the end, I think yeah, probably a fair result looking at the scoreline. Yeah, I think Chelsea can't be really too disappointed, because in the end they didn't do enough to win the game. But Palace, I think their impressive run of form continues. They'll be pleased with that. Moving on then to Aston Villa against Leicester at Villa Park, and yeah, Aston Villa, probably a less comfortable win they were expecting, but you know, a win's a win nonetheless. It took until the 58th minute until Ross Barkley got the goal, and then Mavi Adidi in the 63rd minute equalised. Leon Bailey in the 76th minute made it 2-1. So yeah, I think, like I say, a less comfortable win for Villa than they'd have hoped for, but a win's a win nonetheless. And then, if you look at the game, they kind of did dominate it. So yeah, frustration grows for Rude, but a good result for Villa. Moving on then to Bournemouth 1, Everton 0 at the Vitality. And yeah, it was David Brooks in the 77th minute who gave Bournemouth the win. And yeah, I think in the end a deserved win for Bournemouth. They offered more in this game. For Everton, no, not good enough. And I think, yeah, while they've been picking up some decent results against some good teams recently, they just kind of haven't really been picking up enough wins, and that's kind of leading them into trouble down the bottom of the table as the pressure grows on Sean Dyche. Moving on into Brighton 1, Arsenal 1, more crucial drop points for Arsenal in the title race. It was Nwaneri, the youngster, who gave them the lead in the 16th minute before João Pedro made it 1-1. And yeah, a great result for Brighton. I thought, you know, they really showed fighting spirit, and in the end probably were unlucky not to win the game. They had lots of decent chances going forward, but for Arsenal, another disappointing performance. And yeah, they're just too inconsistent at the moment. They're not really going to win a league playing like this on a consistent basis, are they? Moving on then to Fulham 2, Ipswich 2 at Craven Cottage, and it's Smolsticks in the 38th minute who gave Ipswich the lead. Jimenez equalised from the spot in the 69th minute, and remarkably 2 minutes after that, Delap scored from the spot for Ipswich to make it 2-1, and then another spot kick, this time from Jimenez again in the 91st minute, led things being levelled up. Fulham dominated the game, but I think Ipswich hung in there, and in the end had the chances, and disappointed having taken the lead twice not to win it. Well, a good performance from them. Fulham, you know, disappointed probably not to win it at home as well to a relegation fighting team. Moving on into a really entertaining game at Anfield, Liverpool 2, Manchester United 2. And yeah, this was a game where Liverpool kind of dominated proceedings early on. But it was the 52nd minute when Lisandro Martinez gave them the lead. Gakpo in the 59th minute and Salah in the 70th minute made it 2-1. You thought they would win easily from there, but no, Diallo in the 80th minute levelled it for 2-2. And I think a really good performance from Manchester United, which they can take confidence from and hopefully can build on it from here. But Liverpool, yeah, I think they'll be disappointed to drop points in this game, to be honest. In the Monday night football, Nottingham Forest defeated Wolves by 3-0, and yeah, it was 2 goals in the first half, Gibbs, White and Wood, and then Awanayi in the 94th minute gave Forest the comfortable win. And yeah, Forest, they keep marching on. Great season, great run of form they're on. And yeah, Wolves actually had a fair amount of the game, to be fair, but I think Forest just clinical in the end, took their chances, and in the end were the deserved victors. And yeah, what a great job Nuno Espirito Santo's doing there. And after a decent start, it kind of seems to be going back to reality for Wolves under Vitor Pereira. Moving on then to the Carabao Cup semi-final and preview for those games coming up. Arsenal against Newcastle. And yeah, this is a game that I think I'm pretty interested in. Both these teams need a win. Arsenal, they do have a tendency to kind of not play at their best at times. But taking on a Newcastle side in hot form, it's not going to be an interesting game. It's going to be an easy game for them at all. But I do think Arsenal have just enough to sneak through in the first leg and have the advantage going to St James's Park. And Tottenham against Liverpool, this is an interesting one. Tottenham coming into this one, obviously not in the best of form, but they've looked really good in the Cup so far. I don't know what it is about it. But Liverpool as well, we know how formidable they could be. I'm going to say this could be a draw in this one and leave the game finally poised heading into the second leg at Anfield.
Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily football news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.